Welcome to Tabletopbattle.com and a review of the German Panzer 1E Tiger tank. We are doing this small review just to give you a little information about the tank and why you should buy it and why you should use it in your games of Bolt Action. It will also be off for auction in our War Veterans project, so please check the link below. So far we have raised around 176 pounds, something like that, 180 pounds for war veterans. Last tank off was the Italian M1340, which was sold for a whooping 52 pounds, so that's very good. Paolo, good job, even though I wanted it myself. So like I said, this week we are having the Tiger 1E up for auction, and I will now do a quick review of that tank to you can have a better look at it and give you some information so that you can decide whether you want to use it in your games or not. You can also see this tank in the Battle of Tebourba video, which is if you go to our channel, Tabletop Battle, you will find it there. Battle for Tebourba. It's in North Africa. There you will see the Tiger 1 in action. In a very good action. Tiger on the prowl with infantry support. This is the Tiger 1E from Warlord Games, the plastic kit. Lots of good detail on it, easy to build, and you will get something that looks awesome if you buy this model in particular, which has been painted by Silje, who is Damon's wife. You will, as always, find a link in the description field below to check out her painting service, which is currently offering a 10% discount to members of Tabletop Battle Facebook groups. So check that out. Let's just take some good look at the details on this baby, since this is the actual one you are getting if you are bidding on it. Before we talk about the technical stuff, it's painted fantastically. It looks so good. So people, I am going to bid on this one, and that means the price is going to be high, just to, you know, make money for the war veterans. They deserve it. Anyway, the feared Tiger 1, looking very good there. Okay, so they made around 1,300 of these babies during the war. It saw first action in 1942. Actually, first up they had some in Russia, but as you have seen from our video, we took the action in North Africa first, because that's where they actually did some work, some good work, as you can see in the Battle for Tebourba. So I didn't really have the numbers to change the outcome of the war, but most Allied units were known to get something called Tiger Fear, because they thought almost every German tank was a Tiger tank when they saw one. And of course the rumors spread about the capabilities of this 88mm and the enormous amount of armor they put on this tank. So in game terms, why do you want to play with the Tiger 1? Well, first off, it's a Tiger, which means it should have a place in your games. Of course, the drawback is that it takes up a lot of points. It's a 395 point vehicle in regular mode, so that is of course quite hefty. But if you play 1000 point games or even 750 points, it's fair enough to bring it. And the good thing about it is that it will give your opponent something to think about, because he will probably also get Tiger Fear, because they really will have to think about how to take this one out, or at least deal with it, because to effectively take this out of the game, you either need to destroy it or pin it. And if you're gonna pin it, then it depends on how you play the rules. If you play with the new rules for tank, well, the new rules for damaging or pinning tanks, then this one will, if you play it as regular, it can actually be shot at with weapons that cannot penetrate it, and you will roll a d6 on a 4+, and you will not get pinned by those weapons. If you're a veteran, you ignore any hit that cannot penetrate you. So that is something to be considered when fielding this tank. The enemy will at least get something to think about. And as you can see in our Battle for Tebourba video, link in the description field of course, it can hold its own against even 3 tanks. So in case of armament, you have the 88mm, which is a super heavy tank, +7 penetration value in the bolt action game. The armor is 10, which means it has 10 in the front, then you get +1 on the side, so that's 9, and the rear is +2, so 8 armor on the rear. So keep your front towards the enemy, and you should be almost good against both medium and heavy anti-tank guns at long range at least. It also has a hull-mounted medium machine gun and a coaxial medium machine gun. So this is what you come to expect from the German tanks, meaning you can dish out 8 shots with your medium machine gun or 4 shots with the medium machine gun and then use your main gun. And of course you can split targets with this one. So points cost 395. If you play games based on year, then of course this will be a big asset if you are playing 1942, because the Allies don't really have much that can hurt it. Of course, as the years go by, they get better equipment and are more capable of defeating this one. In a normal game, this one for 395 points means that it can meet, for example, 2 Sherman M4A1s, which you also have seen a review of. They only have a 75mm gun +5 penetration, but that would of course force the enemy, or your opponent rather, to have 2 reinforced platoon, meaning he has to, well, waste, at least he has to use points on a second HQ and 2 other infantry platoons. So in that respect, this, well, if you go for a 750 points game, you can probably face this, and you can probably field this one and only face 1 enemy tank. And then you should have good odds in knocking that out. So this is a tank that I really like. Looks fantastic, and it's a sight to behold on the battlefield. I'm hoping you like the scenic shots over here. So I think that is roughly it for the Tiger 1E. Just remember that the point of these reviews are to give you a little idea about the tank, but most of all to show it off so that you will get interested and you want to support the War Veterans Project by bidding on this one. That's the whole idea about these reviews, and also featuring them in our video battle reports. So thank you for watching, and I hope you will make a good bid on this one, because I will. And let's hope I win. So this has been Svein from Tabletopbattle.com. Thank you for watching, and please leave your comments, subscribe for more videos, and help our channel grow. And here's a final shot from the front line for you.